The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
In the early years in Eretz Yisrael, the government, unfortunately, was very, very bad. It's well known to the Sephardim that were coming over from various different countries, from Morocco and other countries. They treated the Yidden very terribly. And they tried to really, completely get rid of their connection to Yiddishkeit. And they came over with payas, and they tried to get them to get rid of the payas and secularize them, make them kibbutzniks. And they'd come, especially the children, they'd put them in these camps to try to teach them and keep them away from society and say, here nobody is religious, and here you don't have payas, and you don't have beards, you don't have yarmulkes. They wanted this. It was very sad, very terrible. There was a lot. The Chazon Ish obviously was disgusted by this and upset about this, and he tried to do everything he can to uproot this and to be mechazik that this is a terrible way. And one day he sent two bachrim to one of these camps to try to infiltrate and bring ruchnias and be mechazik the Sephardim in this camp. And they get to this place, and the guards were these staunch leftists, whatever, and they knew what they were coming for, and they wouldn't let them in. They wouldn't let them, no matter what. They wouldn't let them in. And they went back. And they went back sad. They thought their mission failed. They thought they did nothing. They went all the way there. They tried. They didn't get in. Years later, one of these bachrim was by a chasana. He's by a chasana. He's by a chasana of a friend of his son, and he meets the grandfather of the boy, and they're talking, and it's a Sephardish family, and they're talking about the early years. Somehow they go back to this time, and the grandfather says, "You want to know what type of simcha this is? I want you to know the simcha of what it is that I have, Baruch Hashem, that are getting married, Shomer Torah mitzvos." You see, when I came, this grandfather tells this man, he says, when I came here over to Israel, to Eretz Yisrael, they took me and they threw me in a camp, and they tried to tell me that Torah mitzvos is the old age, and I'm not supposed to keep Torah mitzvos, and I should cut my payas, and all this. And I started to believe them. I was in this camp, and they were infiltrating my mind and my heart, and I started to believe them. Then one day, I'm looking outside, and I see comes to the gates these two Jews, and these Jews have beards and have payas, and they look, and big yarmulkes and tzitzis, and I say, they've been telling us all this time that Jews like this don't exist. Look, they do exist. They're lying. They're clearly lying to us. This is not their mystic way. And I knew it from seeing those Yidden. They didn't let them in, but I knew it, and look what I built, Baruch Hashem, this grandpa's saying. And this man he's talking to was one of those Yidden. One of those Bachrim, who thought he failed, who thought he went and he didn't get in and he did nothing. He changed the trajectory of this entire mishpacha. Because Baruch Hu runs the world. We never know what's really going on. We think things are happening in our life that sometimes seem like failures and they're the biggest brachas. We think things look like they're raw, but they're really toiv. V'nahapachu. We have to feel that's the nister of this world. That's the nister of Purim. But when you know it and you know the Rebbeinu Shalom's always there, you're bizman geula.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org